What's up, guys? It's Drew Goetz Jr. I'm back on Big Yogi'Z Garage.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Yogi'Z Garage. Today I got Drew Goetz Jr. Second time on the podcast.
How you doing? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm feeling great. Just been recovering from an ACL injury.
Yeah.
It's just been it's been a long road, but I feel like it's going a lot better.
So okay, yeah. So that's what I wanted. We talked. I wanted you reached out to me. I said, yeah, let's go. Let's talk about. So you left here, and you had an injury. You guys played a few games, right? And then what? Tell me about what happened. Tell me about the whole injury.
We ended up playing like 4 games beforehand, and then week 5 was against Scott. We were playing it was like first quarter, second quarter. I don't really remember. I was going to make a play, chasing down, and I ain't gonna lie, he hit me with the crispiest juke move I ever been hit with, and I went to go plant my leg, and it just popped on me, and like I couldn't walk, but like the trainer was like, okay, you popped your knee out of place, to pop right back in. There was swelling, you'll be fine. So the first couple weeks, like the week after, I still haven't went to go see a doctor yet. I'm just like, okay, I'm doing better, I can walk, it's fine. I ended up going to see a doctor that following week, and they do a test where they push down your thigh and usually your reflexes. But when they did this one, it wouldn't pop up. So okay, something's wrong. They extracted some liquid from my knee and it just came out all blood. And even before they did the MRI, they're like, okay, you tore your ACL. Which the night beforehand, I'm like, man, I'm really hoping this isn't what it is, because it's the worst possible situation that's gonna happen. It's my senior year. I dedicated my whole life to this. I'm trying to go to college. Please don't let me tear my ACL. And, I'm praying, I'm hoping. But, they end up telling me, and then I went later that day, to get my MRI, and they're like, okay, fully torn ACL, ruptured meniscus. You need surgery. Damn. You're done. I'm like, man.
Yeah. So that makes you done for the rest of the year, right? That's a big time knee injury.
Yeah.
You fully teared it. So you thought because the thing is, you wanted it so bad to just be your knee. Even your coaches, everybody, they just thought it was going to be a pop out, but.
Yeah, I was really hoping that was going to be something small. And I feel like personally that was probably the most devastating news I've ever been hit with my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it's my senior year. This is my last chance to get noticed. I got injured the year before with my hamstring. So it's like 2 years in a row. I'm like, man, is it not cut out for me no more? Am I not supposed to play? So I was at that point to where I was ready to give up. I didn't want to play no more. I was gonna go do construction, work till I had to retire.
So So what did that? What happened? What did that teach you? What did that injury teach you?
Just don't take things for granted, because when you can't do simple tasks, such as even get out of bed, the first 3 to 5 weeks, I was in bed the whole time. I couldn't use the bathroom alone. I couldn't do anything. And I was on so much medicine, but that didn't take the pain away. I'd wake up countless nights where I'm just in such pain. I'm screaming, and it's probably the worst pain I've ever felt in my life.
Damn.
And there's some days even now, 5 months later, to where it's still bad and it hurts horribly to where I could barely deal with it.
Damn. And then did you have to have rehab and take it and do all that?
Yeah, I'm still in rehab now. I started rehab back in October, and I'm still doing it today. And rehab's really hard. It's a hard process because they don't want you to get better, but they're not going to take it easy on you. I had to relearn how to stand, how to walk, how to run, how to jump. I had to relearn how to do all that. And that, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because it's not even so much as the physical barrier anymore. It's the mental barrier of trusting your leg again. I lost all the muscle in my left leg and everything. It's like, man, I don't trust myself doing simple tasks, even as walking. There was a point in, my injury to where I would walk and my knee would just buckle on me and I'd fall over. And it sucks because you just don't trust yourself.
And then how about when people are getting near it, you can get still
it's
chill.
Because I got 3 little siblings at home.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know no better, but it's they run around and watch out. Don't hit me now. I start screaming.
Yeah, at one point, when I was playing flag football one time, I tore my ACL. And like even the next season, I was still kind of worried about everybody. Like, be careful there. So it's like a long term, and it wasn't because my knee was fine. It was more mental. I mentally still thought somebody was gonna hit it. You know what I mean?
Which that's, like I said, that's mostly been what this whole process is. Yes, I've had to regain all my strength back in my leg, and it's, you know, it's not back all the way. I still have a lot more to make up, but it was so much mental things that I had to go through just to trust myself again. Cause I didn't trust myself at all. You know, like I said, I couldn't stand, walk, jump, do any of my normal tasks on my own without, you know, being supported by crutches or by another person. And it's scary because when you go back to finally doing these things that you're normally used to doing on a regular basis in your life, it's like, you know, can I do this? You know, I'm still scared to even like jump. I try not to when I don't have to.
You don't have to. Yeah. But you made it to college, right?
Yeah, I did make it to college.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah. But okay, so how does someone that got injured in week 5 still make it to college? What did you show? How did you get back? And because you couldn't play the rest of the year, right?
I didn't get back.
So what happened? Tell me like the process.
I really just had to rely on my film for the first 5 weeks, and you know, I'm glad that I made an impact. That, you know, because I played six different positions this past season. Played D tackle, DN, middle linebacker, fullback, and running back. That's 5, my bad.
Damn.
So I played a lot, and like, but I had to rely on my film, and it's like, you know, a lot of colleges, you tear your ACL, and they're like, okay, we're gonna back off. That's my senior year. So you're just taking a gamble on me. You're taking a gamble on me, and you know, I'm glad they took a gamble on me.
Yeah.
It's, you know, scary, and I do understand coaches not wanting to take that risk, because if I don't take my rehab seriously and attack it hard, it can tear again beyond easily.
Yeah. And or you got to show your new team that you're willing to. What is the new team? University of what is
University of Olivet Comets, up in Michigan.
Okay.
About 2 hours away.
Okay.
You know, far enough, but not too far.
Yeah, and then then you're gonna go and move up there eventually and live.
Yeah, I'll be staying on campus, so I'll probably come back here for the holidays.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a far drive. I ain't got the gas like that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So you're gonna be a leader up there, man.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's the thing, like, but you know, like I said, I wanted to give up. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna play 2 years in a row. That has to be a sign. Like, you know, I gotta be done. But when you love something so much, you're gonna keep going back, no matter how bad it hurts. You know, I've been playing this game for 12 years of my life. It's going on 13 now. And, you know, to the outside world, it's like, okay, it's sports. I mean, it's not that serious. I mean, it is that serious. When you dedicate your life to something and that's all you know. I've never had a summer. Where I got to enjoy myself. Yeah. It's always just been football. I don't want to give that up. That's all I know. That's how I take out all my emotions, my frustrations, all my problems are on the football field. Yeah. You know, because it goes deep. You know, I started playing football because I lost all my close family members before I was even the age of 9. I lost everybody. So this has been the way to deal with every emotion, even as happiness, sadness, grief, anger. This is how I express myself. And, you know, there's been times where I've played football and I'm like, okay, I'm drained. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to quit. But everybody has that.
Of course.
At the end of the day, I mean, you know, I can lose a lot. But, you know, I go put that helmet on, all of it goes away. The world goes silent.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's dope. How about, okay, this is another question I want to ask you. When you got hurt, were you still around and were you still like training, or did you like completely go home after that?
I wanted to be around as much as I could, but physically I couldn't.
Oh, okay,
let's see, post-surgery I only made it to 1 game, which is because, I mean, post-surgery was horrible, oh my God. But yeah, I made it to 2 games before I had surgery. And after that, I missed the Lyman senior game and the Woodward game. I made it to 1 game,
but that shows leadership. Some games you can't go to. You know, I mean, some people will disappear forever. That shows leadership. And I bet you, did the college reach out to your coaches to see who you really were and all that? Do they do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's not only just the film, right?
No, of course not.
There's more to that for them to pick you.
I went up to go visit Olivet twice. Once my junior year and once this year. You know, I feel like, you know, you really get to know the coaches. They get to know you and, you know, the kind of person you are. Especially if, you know, like me, you've been there before. So it's your second time coming. They're going to see how you grew, how you grew as a person, as a player, size-wise. It's just, I don't know. It felt like home to me. So I think that's why I chose it.
Yeah. Because there's more. Oh, yeah, there's more. That's the reason you chose that school?
Yeah.
Okay. How many schools were recruiting you?
There was a bunch recruiting me. I only had 4 offers, though. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, for real?
But there was a lot recruiting me. But, like, they learn about the ACL, they go away.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it does suck, but like I said.
But at least, man, to me, I was just like thinking like, man, that has to be so awesome. I didn't get to ever go to college, especially play football in college. You're going to be able to go to college and then also be a star like football player because you're not going to be on the bench. I mean, you got to prove your way in,
Of
but
course.
once you get out there, they're going to see your leadership skills. And not only that, but you're one of the best defensive players Way had for like your whole 4 years, right?
Yeah.
You played all them different positions.
I did. I started varsity as a freshman. That way, could play any position they wanted me to. It didn't matter. Like, in my mind, I was just like, I just need one opportunity. Just one. That's all I need. And I'm going to make the most out of it. Because you take things for granted, Before I got injured, I'm not going to lie. It's just like football's fun. I'm getting tired, I'm getting tired. I'm just start slacking a little bit. No, there's no more slacking no more because I had to build myself from the ground up again. Just like I was this little dude coming back from high school. I have no leg strength. Like right after surgery, I have no leg strength. Had to rebuild all that. And it's a process. Like, not being able to walk or do anything like that, it's just like, dang, sometimes, like, I would sit in my room and I'd just cry. I'm like, why me? Like, why this had to happen to me? Like, what did I do so wrong that I deserve this? But God has a plan for everybody.
Of course.
And, I got close to him through this process of being injured and just not being able to do much because, he's the reason I made this full recovery. Without him, I mean, it wouldn't be possible.
Absolutely. There's a lesson to be learned. Like, for some reason that, God wanted you to learn that lesson because that's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you a stronger leader. That's something that he wanted you to learn today or that day and throughout that process so you can take it to your next team. There's going to be kids that get injured on your team in the future. And then you're going to be able to know exactly what to tell them, because you're a true leader. You're going to truly be a leader in that team and you're going to acknowledge they've never been hurt. Some are going to be like, they were like the number one guy at their high school. They never got hurt. But in college, maybe they're going to have a tweaked knee. Maybe we're going to have that. And God's giving you that knowledge through your injury and showing you how you surpassed it and what steps you took so you can pass that knowledge to somebody else in the future.
That's what I'm saying. Being injured, being hurt is two different things. When you're injured, I mean, for me, it was so much of a mental battle more than, physical battle. I think that's what a lot of people don't get. They're like, okay, I'm injured physically, so I'm gonna just get my rehab right and, I'll be fine. I'll come back. But people don't grasp the concept of the mental part of it. The mental part of where you're thinking, why? Why did this happen?
Yeah.
Look where I'm at now. Am I ever gonna get back to how I was? It sucks because you just gotta sit with it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. And then what message did you get? Like when you're sitting there telling you why did you ever get anything like this is why or anything like that?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really find an answer.
Yeah.
I accepted it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it happened. So we're not gonna focus on it because we're gonna build up. We're gonna build ourselves up again. We're gonna become that player I was. We're gonna become even better because I got something to prove now.
Absolutely.
I tore my ACL, so I definitely got something to prove now.
Yeah. And then what kind of player, what kind of leader is the college, the Commons going to get? What is it called?
The comments.
The Commons, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They're going to get everything out of me. They're going to get, the aggressiveness out of me, the leadership, just the ability to take initiative on the field, because somebody go down, I'll be the one to step up. It don't matter. I don't care if, people talk about all freshmen don't start in college. I'll change that real quick.
Yeah. You did that in Wade, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
You started right from the beginning, right? You were a true leader, and they gave you number one right away.
Not right away.
But after they seen you, you told me the story in the last podcast.
Like Freshman year, I wore 67 and 39.
Yeah.
I had 2 numbers. Sophomore year, I wore 63. Then junior year is when I went to number 1. And senior year is when, I stayed with number 1. And when I hit that number 1 mark, it's kind of like, okay, you're the leader. You, everything's gonna run through you. We're gonna act the way you're gonna act. We're gonna feed off your energy. So that's how I feel now. That's why I wear it on my neck, because number 1, it just means everything to me. It's just, you got to be a leader. You got to take initiative. Don't worry about what everybody else is gonna say.
Yes,
do
sir.
what you got to do.
Yeah, because I believe. I know your family personally, and I believe that you are the one. You're the one. I don't know if I told you that last time, but like, by you being number 1, it shows me that every family has that one person that has like the power to change everything forever. And I feel like I'm the one too in my family, because like ever since I got out, I started a business, started this podcast, and I'm trying to become the one or whatever. And you can become the one that takes everything and trajects it from here to all the way and changes the way everyone looks at the family. You're the one, bro. You got that responsibility, and it's hard. It's a lot on you.
It is hard, because you come from poverty, and you come from, the stigma of your family that they're all mess ups and stuff like that. They all make bad decisions. But
we all come from that. It's not just you, all of us.
We all come from bad.
Yeah.
But are you gonna feed into the bad, or are you gonna make a change? It's hard to make a change. I'm not gonna lie, because you're surrounded by this stuff, and this is what you grew up on. This is what you know. But do you want your nieces and nephews, your younger siblings, do you want them to grow up like this? So if you take that initiative to change, you can change. You can change the future. Yeah,
I believe that, man. I believe it. I feel it in my heart that you're going to change the future. You're going to change the way that your whole family looks at like the structure of a man and how we should be. And I feel like that's the way we should all do that. Every single one of us should come up with a routine and come up with the structure of our lives, so we can show people that this is the way it is, not the way that everyone else showed me. Because when I was younger, I seen a lot of people showing me the wrong ways, and I wish I had somebody like a leader to actually show me the correct way. There was people around, but I just didn't look in the right directions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's hard, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, because you grow up around this stuff. This is what you know. And these people that aren't making the best choices, these are the people you're supposed to look up to. These are supposed to be your role models. But it goes even beyond sports. Leadership, hard work, it goes beyond sports. You got to attack everything that you want to attack with the drive, with initiative. Like, you got to go and get it, and it's not going to come to you. Dreams don't chase you. You chase dreams, so you got to go get it.
Yeah, that's dope. What did you say? Dreams don't chase you?
Dreams don't chase you.
No.
You got to go chase
They don't come knocking on the door and say,
you got to go get it.
And then say, Drew, what's up, man? How you doing? Man, that
was my biggest thing, where I'm like, okay, I want to go play football, but if football's not gonna come get me, I gotta go out. I gotta start going messing these coaches. I gotta stop playing. I gotta get my body back right, my cardio, everything. I gotta get my mind back right. I gotta start studying.
Yeah.
So I had to go out and get it.
And then and you had tape, you had film, the coaches and all that, film all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to put that on, you got to send that to them and stuff.
Yeah, we take our huddle. Well, we put it on a website called Huddle, and we make our tape, and then we put it through Twitter, and we send it out, because most college coaches are on Twitter, so we send it out like
it's
that.
X now.
X, I don't know what they got going on.
Yeah, they changed it to X now. Man, so yeah, I've seen that Huddle. I've seen that. I looked into that before. My nephew played for Whitmer, and he had one of those because he was going to go to college and stuff like that. So that's and you send that to the different colleges, and that's how they get interest in you. Man,
I've probably messaged over 400 colleges just looking for an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I got it. Like I said, I just needed one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the most out of it.
Yeah. And what position you're planning on being, linebacker?
Yeah, I'm gonna go play middle linebacker there.
Middle linebacker.
Yeah. So I don't want to look back. I don't want to look back on this injury and be like, man, what could have been? Why would I don't want to live my whole life on a what if. What if I went to go play college football? What could I done at the college level?
Absolutely.
You got to go get it.
Yep. Because that can lead to so many open doors. It doesn't just have to be football, or it can be football related, or you can be a player, or you can be a coach, you can be a linebacker coach, you can be You can go to college, meet the woman of your dreams, and have a beautiful family and have a beautiful like business. You know what I mean? That will lead to something beautiful. You just have to take the step. You know, I told you I've been learning about Jesus and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I told you a little bit about that earlier. Jesus, not even. I seen that they said that like there's a part in the story where there's a guy in the boat. I think his name is Samuel, and Jesus is floating on the water, and he's telling him, "Come on, you believe in me?" And the guy's like, "We're right here. Why don't you come help us?" And Jesus is like telling him, "Come on, take the first step." But the dude's like looking, and he has to take the step over the water, right? Mm-hmm. And he's scared, and he's like, "You got to take the first step." So that's exactly what you're doing. You take that first step. You go to college, and then whatever you believe in, Jesus, whatever, God, whatever, will help you come up with that next thing to do.
For sure. And like change is scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, change is scary. People don't like change, but change is a part of life.
Yeah.
You have to take it on. You know, with 110%, no matter what it is, you have to take change on.
Yeah.
You know, just go off it.
It's necessary.
It's necessary to live.
That's the way your brain's gonna grow. Because if you stay in the same spot in the same thing, your brain is just gonna be David Goggins is like a really like runner dude, and like he's always yelling at people, "Come on, guys!" David Goggins, he was on a podcast, and the guy was telling him that there's some new science that there's a part of your brain every time you do something hard that you don't want to do, your brain starts growing. It's like I don't know what it was so much scientific to it, but then the dude David Goggins is like, no wonder because he runs 25 miles a day and shit like that. So that you're right. The only way you're gonna actually grow into the person that you need to be, you need to do things that are hard. And you know that it's easy to stay home. It's easy to just get a job at Norplast or Jeep. You can get a job here at Jeep and Norplast, and then you can live there and work here
the rest of your life.
And that's it.
Man, that's not. I mean, no offense to them people who work.
Absolutely.
Great respect to them, but that's not for me. I don't want that life for me.
Absolutely.
I don't want that. No, I want to go out. I want to do something I want to do. You know, whether it's go study and further my education, or whether it's football, just something that I want to do and I want to be comfortable living. Yeah,
absolutely. I believe that you're doing the right thing and you've made the right choice. Because a lot of people, I had a guest on last week. It was a realtor. He's the guy Jason from over there, and he brought his a friend with him, and he was supposed to go to Canada to college. And he like missed his flight, and then they did something where he didn't go, and now he works at Jeep and all that. But he's also a coach, so he did like, you know what I mean, and he gets to coach his kids and stuff. But I was like, did you ever think of what if? And he's like, man, I don't even want to think about it. That's
what I'm saying. I don't want to be older and have regrets.
Yeah.
I want to take everything head on. I want to, experience life. You know, what if it don't work out? Then that's fine. We're not going to live on a what if. We're going to see if it's going to work out or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the type of person that I'm like, let's wait till the problems come and then take care of them.
Exactly. Take them head on, 110%.
Yeah.
Got to.
I don't ever think of, okay, but what if I go to college and then I get cut? Like, I don't think of that. I'm like, I'm going to go there. In my mind, if I was like going, I never went to college in my life, but if I was going to go there, I'd be like, I'm going to go there. I'm going to give 100%. They're going to make me the starter. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what my mindset is. Yeah. Like, I don't care who's there. You can have them people there. I know they ain't better than me. I know they're not working harder than me. I know their drive ain't good as mine. So I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna take whatever spot. It don't matter to me.
Yeah, hell yeah. I believe you, man. That because you have that drive and not only that, but that passion. You've been playing football since you were like what,
5 years old.
5 years old.
That's all I know.
All you know. Yeah. You played for the Navarre Colts.
The
Bears.
South Toledo Bears.
Yeah.
Yep. All that. I mean.
Hey, when you played for the Navarre Colts, who were your coaches?
Let's see. We had George Jackson, Cody Riley, Coach Matthew Riley. Let's see. We had I'm trying to remember everybody. We had Coach Cody. I forget what his last name is, but there was 2 Coach Codys. We had Coach Billy Thomas. We had a lot of guys. We had Coy, Coach Coy. There's a lot of guys.
Yeah, because they're like, yeah, but they're, you know why I ask you that? Because I play flag football with a lot of those Navarre.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have like a flag football team and stuff. And they're good dudes, man. Them Rileys.
No, they're definitely good dudes. Like
good coaches, man.
When I was at Navarre, they pushed me, and they kept it real with you too. They're not gonna tell you what you want to hear. They're gonna let you know. Like they don't care about your feelings. They want you to be the best player they can be.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Even on the South Side, when I played for the South Side, Coach Eddie and all the coaching staff over there, they was pushing me. I'm 7 years old. I just got introduced to football. They pushing me like I've been playing for 12 years. But I can't be nothing but appreciated for that because it made me into the man I am now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's why I ask you about the Navarre coaches, because I know that they know football and they're aggressive and they play like really, and they're players because they play flag football for real. Not every single one of them, you know what I mean? But some of them. I know the Riley ones and stuff like that because there's a few guys, there's a bunch of them that they actually play football all the time, so they know exactly, and that's how I think that a lot of you're a great player, but you've had some great coaches on your team to show you some great stuff.
Yeah, like man, like I had someone
even at weight,
definitely weight. Like I was at my little brother basketball game the other day, and I had someone come up to me. They're like, man, that's crazy. You play for Navarre, and I look at you going to college, and I'm like, it really just sat with me. Like, I'm just a kid from the East Side, just a kid from the East Side, like everybody else. But I made something of myself. You don't have to fall into the stigma to where you got to be ghetto because you live in the ghetto. No, you don't. You can go make something out of yourself. Stop feeding into all the negativity in the city, in the neighborhood. Yeah, go and get it.
Of course.
Go and get it.
Go get it.
Be your own person. Be your own person.
You see me, I don't know if you see me, but I'm out there. I wake up early, go to work out, and let's go. I believe that.
Like, that's the thing. If it's hurting, keep going.
Keep going.
Hurt's good. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you could push through that hurt and that pain in your heart or wherever, say you working out, it's in your arms, if you could push through that, it's just going to make you better.
Yeah.
It's just going to make you better.
Absolutely. I believe that, man. Every single day, I don't want to wake up, bro. Every morning, I'm like, man, I don't want to wake up. I want to keep sleeping. I'm like, I got to. I took like a week off, and I was just doing push-ups because I felt like so tired. But man, it's hard. But keep going, because if not, what I always say, the real wealth is health. You see, when I said, what did you learn? That you said you gotta. What did you say? You said you learned that
you gotta appreciate what you
appreciate
got.
it.
Appreciate what you
appreciate
got.
Those legs.
Because you don't know what you got till you lose it. Like when I lost the ability to walk or just like I said, even do things on my own, it was like, man, like what am I doing? Like I took all this for granted. Like I didn't realize how important this was till it happened. Like I went to homecoming 2 days after surgery on my crutches. You did? Yeah. And I sat there the whole time. I'm like, man, I don't want to live like this. This is horrible. I hate this. So I go on attack physical therapy as hard as I can, 110%. You go get it. And just I'm like, I got to get back on the field. This is what I'm destined to do. I'm here to play football. Yeah. So I'm gonna play football till the wheels fall off, till I physically can't anymore.
So what are you doing? You doing squat already or no?
Yeah, no.
You're doing everything, trying to build muscle.
Back everything, building muscle. Now I'm not completely 100% to where I'm going like full weights and stuff like that, but I'm building. And but there's days to where I wake up and I'm sore and my legs hurt and I'm like, man, I just want to sleep all day. But can't live like that. You got to live every day like it's your last. Yeah. So that's my mindset. What if this is my last day on earth? Do I want to spend it like this?
No, that's a good mindset to have. I want to ask you. Okay, so you work? You have a job now? You said you work. Yeah, so where do you work at?
I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to really put money up for college because that stuff is not cheap.
Yeah. But that's good though. That shows me that's good. I believe in work. So what are you cook? You dishwasher?
Cook, yeah. But working, it's a part of life. Like you're never gonna not work. And that's why it's better for me to do it young and get that mindset to where I gotta work, I gotta live. I'm trying to get that mindset down at a young age to where I know I gotta go get it. Yeah,
and that's gonna help you with your football and vice versa. Football's like because you got to work with people, and it's like a team at work. It's like a whole nother team.
For sure.
And you got cooks and this and that, right?
You got to have definitely got to have a routine with it, or it gets bad. Like it does get bad.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, because you gotta make sure people's food comes out. That one guy's doing this, one guy's doing that, and everything has to come out in the same order at the same time, right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little. I've worked in kitchens too.
Man, I do not like recommend it if you get stressed easy.
Yeah.
Like when I first started working there, it's like, bro, I'm here. I'm screens full. I don't know what I'm doing.
Tickets everywhere.
Everywhere. I'm like,
oh man.
This goes here. I'm good
okay.
now,
so that's pretty cool. That shows me even more that you want it, because a lot of people, okay, I'm going to college, but now I'm just gonna sit around and wait and this and that. But you gotta have money coming in, because they're gonna pay. You're gonna get a ride to college, like the free ride or something.
No. So I do have to pay for college.
Okay.
But my FAFSA covers a lot of that.
Okay.
And then scholarships and grants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But having money put up for college is a great thing too. I feel like, you get ready. I mean, hold on. What was it? You stay ready, you got to get ready. There we go.
Yeah.
So if you just keep money put up and you're saving, you'll be fine.
Yeah. I believe that too. Stay ready. You got to get ready. I've been telling people that, because I like now, like I told you, my podcast, I'm not doing it like where I'm not having like 4 months ahead.
Yeah.
Because every once in a while they'll be like, like CNN Mikey, just hit me up. You know what I mean? I interviewed CNN Mikey. He's like a local rapper.
Yeah, I know
he signed to Polo G and stuff like that. But he just messaged me one day like, hey Yogi, and I'm like, I gotta have an open opportunity for somebody like that too. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to stay ready. So when a real good opportunity calls, even you, if you messaged me like maybe a month ago, and you said, Yogi, let's talk again, right? And I said February, right?
Yep.
This one's probably gonna come out in March, but this is February right now. But if I would have been booked 4 months ahead, I would have been like, hold on, Drew, man, wait. And I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I want to show you something too. By me having you on again, I want to show you, and I want to show my viewers on that I'm not doing this just to have the next local, star. I want to give you an opportunity to tell your story and keep telling it. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
And come on again. I can only have so many a year. I can only have 52 podcasts a year because I'm doing one a week. But I told you from the beginning, I want to build bond with you guys. I'm not just going to have you on one time and then forget about you.
Yeah, like it's deeper than just the videos and the podcasts. It's like an actual connection. Like you have personal connections to my family.
Yeah.
My immediate family.
Yeah.
Like, so it's deeper than the podcast. It's deeper than sports. It's deeper than just sitting here having a conversation.
Absolutely.
Like, outside the podcast, I can call you up if I need something and you will answer.
I would answer.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And if you message me anytime, I answer you right away, 100%, because I see true leadership in you. I see true leadership that the whole East Side needs, but not only that, our whole family needs, your family, my family, we all need this. And I see it in you, and I'm never gonna just push you off and say, no, hold on, I'm doing this other guy. I'm gonna try to have open opportunities, like you said, stay ready, so I can always, stay ready, so I don't ever have to be ready.
Yeah.
And anytime that an opportunity comes, and I want it, because you're gonna make it, bro. I already know that you, and it's not only because of that, but when you go to college, maybe after like a year or something, I'm gonna have you back on. We're gonna talk about the college thing. I want to talk about like where did you go? Did you have girlfriends and stuff like that now, or no?
Not right now.
No.
Yeah.
But eventually, like when you get to college and stuff like that, and then we can talk about all that kind of stuff. How come you don't focus on that kind of stuff right now?
Well, I mean, right now it's just like I'm just trying to do me.
Yeah. Do girls hit you up though?
Nah, not really. I don't really like put myself out there.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to just be out there like, cause I got a dream. I don't want distractions. Like,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. A long-term girl comes around, like then that it happens. But I'm not forcing anything. I'm not going on my way to be like, oh, yo, you look beautiful. Stuff like no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just let it come to you.
Yeah.
And it's not even like being cocky or anything like that. It's just like you have your own goals, so you can't let people be in the way of your goals.
You're so smart, bro. You're so smart, because if you start hitting on girls, you're gonna give them the impression that you want to be with them forever, and you're gonna give up on your dreams to follow. Like, no, that's that's the kind of things that some girls think. I mean, I'm not saying that you are, but I'm saying like if you start hitting on a girl, she'll be like, oh, this is like the guy that's gonna save my life. But really, right now, you have to save your life.
Exactly. I'm not Prince Charming. No. Yeah. Like I got goals. I got a place to where I want to be in 5-10 years. I have somewhere I want to be, and now if somebody's cares to join me along that journey, on my journey, then I understand. I'll support them as long as they support me. Yeah. But I'm not gonna change the trajectory of my life over some girl. No.
Yeah, and then not saying nothing about people having kids young, because I had kids young, and everybody in my family had kids young. But don't have a kid young, because then your whole life has to like flip, and you have to like completely like focus on them instead of your career.
Yeah, like I don't want to have kids. So I'm like 24, 25. Like I want to be financially stable. I want to, just be stable myself and know what I have going on. And even the same thing, when I have a partner, by that time, for them to be stable and, have that. Because having a baby, man, I got younger siblings, I got nieces. Like I know, like you're not getting no sleep. It's a full-time job. It's not easy. I understand.
Yeah, because are you the oldest of all of them?
No, I'm the second oldest.
You're the oldest, second oldest. Okay. Out of all the kids, you're the second oldest. Yeah. You have a sister or something? Or
I have two sisters. Yeah.
Are they one of them older than you?
No.
A brother?
I have an older brother. He's 22.
Dang, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
God damn. So how many brothers and sisters you got?
Let me think. I think like 5. Yeah, 5.
5. There's 5 of you guys,
right?
There's
5. Yeah.
And then you're the second one.
Yeah, I'm the second one.
Okay. Yeah. But you're still at home, so you show the leadership in the house.
I don't know, cause like I do try to be a leader, but I got a little brother right now. He's going through the little puberty stage, trying to challenge everybody. Yeah. It's like, man, bro, yeah, it'd be hard.
But you're setting it by your example.
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely setting it by example. But like at the same time, you
want to wring his neck.
Yeah, like I just want to put some authority down, but it's all right.
Yeah. Well, we got to be smart. We got to be smart, because that's your brother, and eventually that's gonna be like your best friend.
No, it happens because I was the same way with my older brother. Yeah. But my little brother, he's in basketball. He plays for the Family Center, so he's doing good. Yeah. Like he has something going for him. He's gonna play football this summer. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna support him, but I'm also gonna tell him what's up. Like I'm gonna be real with him. I'm not gonna lie to him and tell him his faults, but I'm also gonna tell him how great he is and how good of a job he's doing.
Yeah, you gotta. That's the best way to do it. Don't sugarcoat it. Teach him tough. Make sure he gets, and when he does do good, make sure you let him know. Yeah. You let him know that he does good. Give him hope. Give him dreams. By you following your dreams, it shows him it's possible to follow my dreams.
Like that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, yes, as of right now, he's a little kid. One day he's gonna be a man. You want to be a man with morals. Like I'm about to be 18. I'm not 18 yet. I'm 17. But you want to be a man with morals. You want to have goals. You want to one day have a family. So you don't want to just be living in some fantasy world where you could just party and you could just have fun all the time. No, you got to sit down. You got to take life serious. Because life's a serious thing. A lot of people say life's short, but while you're living it, man, it's long if you don't do it right.
Yeah, and it can get longer. It can get longer and more miserable if you don't take care of the things that you have to take care of.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right. There's a way to live life, and then there's a way that it's like almost like you're trying to just have like a party for life or whatever, and then you're not focusing on the things that we need to do. Like there's certain structures. We need like doctors, we need lawyers, we need people to make them roads, we need people to do, like I clean houses, we need all that.
Yeah, not everybody can be rappers and not everybody can have OnlyFans. You gotta actually go do something with your life.
With your life.
Your college is important. Everybody's like, oh, college is a scam, you're gonna be in debt. But why not be in debt for furthering your education, but you'll go pull out a loan for a car real quick. Yeah. Or a house. Yeah. Why not pull out a loan for your education? Absolutely. And further, so you could be better off in life. So you can go get that car without being in so much debt. You can go get that house you want. You can have an 800 credit score. Just go do things right.
Absolutely. And then that's smart, because not only you're going to get an education, but you're going to follow your dreams, something you've been working on since you was a little kid.
Yeah, follow your dreams, and you gonna meet a lot of people in college. You're gonna meet a lot of professors, and I like to always take in knowledge. I watch your podcast just to see what other people gotta say, so I can take in knowledge. I always listen. Even if it's a random person that I just met that day, or I don't know them like that. If they have something to say, I'm gonna listen, because they could know something that I don't. You can always learn something, just like with sports. Going back to football, you can always learn something new. You can be a better player all the time. You can never know anything, know everything. That's what I meant. And you just got to be coachable. Like you got to be a coachable person. You got to be able to take in knowledge.
Yeah. Try to. I like that. I love that. Like try to don't act like the smartest guy in the room. Yeah. Like get the knowledge, absorb the knowledge. That I did that in prison. In prison, I was like, in the beginning, I was like, quiet, bro. And I was like, just looking around and learning, you know what I mean? Because I never did that before. And I was absorbing. And then one day, I just like, okay. And I started going out to a yard. And for the first 3 months, though, I was just like looking around and shit. I was like nervous. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I get it.
But then I started my routine and I started showing them who I am. And then when they needed leaders, they put me in leadership roles, because I just was me, just being me, nothing else. And that's how you are.
Like, I get that now. Like, I got a public image now. Like I told you earlier, people are coming to me in public to where I'm just like walking around Walmart or something, and say, "Oh, you play for Way, you number one, you ended that." Yeah. Like it's something new. So everything I do is gonna have a cause and effect. So I just got to be careful what I'm doing. And I'm not saying I'm some crazy famous celebrity, no, but I'm known.
Yes.
So I just got to be careful with what I'm doing.
Absolutely. You got to put a persona online and stuff that you want. Yeah, like
you go look at my Facebook. It's not like I'm not out partying. I'm not doing nothing. Like it's just football. It's professional. Like my Instagram too, professional, all that.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to put out a certain look, a certain thing, because you want to make it a certain place, and that certain place, that if you post this, it's not gonna get you there or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like, I just got to be smart with what I'm doing. I can't just be going out 24/7. Now, every once in a while, you want to go out to like a quince or something, have some fun. Yeah, that's understandable. But the party life, it's always gonna be there. Yeah, bro. You dance. You got it done first.
Do you dance at quinces and stuff?
Yeah.
You are.
I hate the people that just go and they just sit there the whole time.
Yeah.
What are you going for, man?
Yeah.
I'll get out. I'll go dance.
Okay.
It's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I like that. I don't really dance too much because but I do dance with my wife and stuff like that, Yeah. But I'm shy though. I'm shy when it comes to that. I'm not a very good dancer, and plus like I'm more Cuban, so I know how to dance more like a little bit different.
I get that. Like
there's certain different dances.
Man, like after I had surgery, it was like I couldn't dance at all. I was sick. Like I had to relearn how to dance and stuff like that. And I tried to do Hopango one time and I hurt my knee. I'm like, I'm just chill out. Yeah. Give it a couple more months. So I gotta get back together.
Yeah, man. The person that you put out to the world is really important, especially if you know where you want to get in life.
Like it's one thing to I do want to put out a persona to the world, but I don't want to be totally fake about it.
Exactly.
Like that's the thing. I don't want to be like some totally person that that don't have faults. I'm a perfect person. I'm always working. I'm the most inspirational person ever. No, I'm not. Yeah. But I'm a respectful person. I got morals, and that's the real me. I got morals, but at the same time, outside of social media, because social media isn't everything. You got to know the real person. I like to play around. I like to joke. I'm loud. That's outside of social media. Though. You got to keep it, because there's people that don't know you that look up to you as a person, and then you got people that are professional on there and stuff like that. Yeah, you just got to be careful what you say.
Yeah, and you know what, man, like. That helps me out, bro, because I need that shit sometimes. Sometimes I say or write something that I'm like, and then somebody else, just every once in a while I get a brain fart or I get into I try to tell people don't be in your emotions and stuff, but every once in a while something about my family or something, it'll get me like emotional and I'll write some dumb shit but then I regret it. And I'm trying to be more professional in my life.
No, yeah.
So I don't want to write that kind of stuff,
like,
but
I've tried not to run to social media with all my problems. Like whenever I got problems, I kind of just keep them myself, or I'll talk to somebody I trust. Like I have a conversation with them, let them hear me out, stuff like that. But I try my best not to run to social media because they're gonna do nothing but talk down on you. They're gonna, oh, you see what he posted? What's going on? They can show me in your business.
Yeah.
Loose lips, they sink ships, man, for real.
Yeah.
Like, you just got to be careful what you say.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard for me because I'm trying to do all this social media and stuff, but I'm trying to do a positive social media. And I'm trying to be like, show people that it's cool to have a podcast. It's cool to be, work. It's good to motivate. It's good to work out. It's good. I'm trying to show people that, but I don't want to be that negative person. Every once in a while, I have a brain fart, and I might write something, or I might say something bad, and there's like repercussions in the family and stuff. And sometimes, I just got to be smarter. I talked to my uncle about it. My uncle's in prison, and he told me I didn't talk to him for years, and I talked to him. He said, "Yogi, you're doing great. I hear good things about you in here." But just stay away from when the family drama happens. Just keep doing you. Keep working out. Keep doing your podcast. But just stay out of the family drama, because then everybody just like looks at you as a negative.
Man, yeah, I know. Like, I'm 17 and I know that. Like I got a bunch of family issues going on. But like you won't hear me talk about them, especially online, because like I don't want to. People do have it. Everybody has their problems, but not only do I want to put a bad image for myself on social media, I don't want to bash that person on social media and give them a bad image. Because half the time they're just having a hard time. They're not really a bad person. Yeah. It's just, they do dumb stuff sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And we all make mistakes because we're all human.
It's part of life. Mistakes are part of life. And they're going to happen. And the thing is, you have to be okay with failure. I think if you're not okay with failure, then you're going to ruin your self-esteem and your confidence and all that. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fail. It's okay to not do good on a test. It's okay to just, maybe you had a time to where like you ran like a 13-second 100 and now it's a 15-second 100. Like, it's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to have a setback. Because before I had surgery, I was benching almost 300 pounds. Now I can only do like 250. But that's okay, because it's not the end of the world. Absolutely. And you're going to get back to that 300. You got to get back to it. You're going to go over 300. Yeah, you just got to work harder. That's all. You got to use that as motivation. You got to use that. Failure is just motivation. That's all it is. Yeah, because okay, I wrote something, on Facebook, and then like people were like saying like, you're supposed to be, a positive role model. Why are you writing that? But man, I fucked up because I keep telling people, forget about the past, like let's move forward. But then I got caught up in the past thinking about something that happened, and it hurt me because it had something to do with me too. But I got into my feelings and I wrote that, but after that I apologized, I deleted it. And then I was like you're teaching me, man. You're 17 years old, but just you saying that kind of stuff teaches me like I need to stop and think, and like things that I don't need to speak about every little thing, especially when it has to do with my family and stuff, because that's like traumas that I was bringing up that are already over. We are trying to get past that. Why did I even bring it up? And it was a flaw of mine because I keep telling everybody to stop thinking about the past, and then I'm the one that freaking did it. I don't think it's a bad thing to think about the past. I don't at all. If one thing being close to Jesus has taught me is don't forget about the past. Forgive. Let go of it. Don't forget about it. Okay. Forgive and let go. Don't hold that grudge no more. Okay, it happened. You can't control what happened. It happened already. It's in the past for a reason. Don't forget about it. Like, always have it in the back of your head, but just forgive. You know what I mean? It's like a lesson. Learn from it. It's a learning lesson, like I told you earlier. It's like a learning lesson, so you don't have to go through it again, but just forgive that person and say, you're human. You made a mistake. You probably didn't know. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Like, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, my grandpa was murdered, but at the same time, do I like his murderer? No, I never will. Do I have any hatred towards them? No, I don't. You
Damn.
know, it's a very messed up situation, but I forgive. You know, it does happen. You can't change that. You know, I don't have my grandpa around no more, but you got to forgive that person. You got to let go. Because at the end of the day, what does revenge get you? They don't heal you.
Nothing.
It's never going to heal you. You just got to forgive and let go.
Yeah. Revenge doesn't do anything. It just makes you back, and it makes you be like that person.
Exactly.
It makes you become the person that you really don't like if you get that revenge.
Like I mean, I went down that path for a little bit to where I was just a big ball of anger. I was always mad. You know, nothing was going my way. I was just mad. I wanted to beat everybody up, and I learned. I'm like, man, that's not the way to live. Why would you live in negativity?
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather live and be positive, because, you know, if you bring positive energy, you're not going to do nothing but be happy. And who wants to walk around sad and angry?
Yeah.
I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I do a lot of motivational stuff. But it's not only for everybody else. It's for me. It's for me to say, you know, let go of the past. Not forget about, like you said, not forget about the past, but let go of the anger. A lot of those messages, like, let's go, keep working. That's for me, because I need that positive reinforcement every day, because I've made so many mistakes, bro. Like, you're 17, I'm 44. So imagine, and I've lived like that east side, the you know what I mean, grind. Like, I always worked, but I was in the hustle and the bustle of the bullshit and this. I've been hooked on pills. I've been an alcoholic. I've been married. This is my third marriage. I've been through a lot of shit. I went to prison, immigrate, all that shit. You know, you've listened to my podcast.
No, I get it.
So like, there's so much shit that I'm working on every day. My business, I'm trying to grow that. I'm trying to grow the podcast. So all that motivational stuff, it's not just for the people that watch it. This podcast, this is not just for the people to watch it. It's for me. A conversation with you is so I can learn something.
Yeah.
So you can learn something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care how old you are. You can be younger than me, older than me. You can always learn something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's why I try to preach to myself. You know, and preach to everybody else too. That just take in knowledge, man. You can never know everything. Like, don't get me wrong. There'll be some people that, you know, come about it, you know, in a bad way, and they try to disrespect you as they're saying it. But you just gotta deal with it. Like, okay, you could take that disrespect, you could be a bigger man, walk away. But what did you learn from that? Why did that happen to you? You know, and some people are just ugly. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah.
They are, but you can't be an ugly person back, because that's not getting you nowhere.
Yeah, I believe that you can learn from everybody, from every single body. I learn from, and I get opportunities from all kinds of people. Let me tell you a story. One time I was cleaning a house, and I was cleaning underneath the cat box. Pulled out the cat box, was cleaning the cat litter. This 16-year-old girl was like, she was watching the dogs at this house that I was cleaning. She was like, "You even pull out the cat litter?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And her name's Hannah. She told her mom how good of a job I cleaned this house, and her mom and dad hired me to clean their house, and then the dad's two sisters hired me to clean, and then their daughter hired me to clean. So from just me cleaning doing a really good job at one house, a 16-year-old girl got me 5 different houses, and I've been cleaning those houses for almost 5 years.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, you don't know who you're gonna meet through people. Like, you can have somebody on a podcast, and like me, you had Chris Edmonds on here. It sparked my interest. And that's why I came on here. You know, it can happen once with people. You can have someone on here that somebody looks up to, and they can spark their interest. Like, okay, I want to do that. I want to share my story. And that's what I love about here so much, is you give somebody an opportunity to share everything that's on their mind, everything that's they've been going through, and all that, whether it's positive or, you know, negative. It's just, you let them talk, and I respect that.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be just like, I don't want my podcast to be, like, I already told everybody this, just one type of person, or, you know, just athletes or just rappers. No, I want to give everybody the opportunity, and I want to hear, I want to talk, I want to learn, I want to know who you are. I want to know about your injury. I want to know, what did you learn? I want to know everything. Like, I want to know about all that kind of stuff. And I want it to be an ongoing conversation. So when you go to college, like, I'm not lying, I want to learn about what it's like to go to college. I've never been to college. I don't even know about any of that. Maybe one day I can go meet you there and we can do a podcast on the field next year. You know what I mean?
Dope. Yeah, I would love that.
Something like that. I'll go to one of your games, stay over. We can, who knows where this whole thing is going to lead us? Because with every guest, I'm going to build something and I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to just keep like, and I want to have more podcasts too. This is once a week. If I ever find people to clean my houses and stuff, I'm going to have 2 podcasts a week. I'm going to build like something beautiful where I can build like some great relationship and get knowledge from every single person in Toledo. I don't know how.
Even in Toledo, you can become like more out there. Like say
I
go
want
to college. Say I go to college and like, I'm like, oh, I know this dude Yogi. You can share your story. Get somebody from Michigan down here. It's you meet people through people, and I think that's the biggest thing about your podcast that I really respect is that you're so open to everybody. Like, it don't matter who it is. It could be the smallest business known, and you're open just to come on here and talk and share their story and how they started their business, stuff like that. And I respect that.
Thank you, man. And it's not only me, man. It's also my 4 sponsors. Now, remember last time, this is the first time you came to my new studio.
Yeah, this is me in the new studio.
Yes, because last time we were at,
there was no sponsors. This wasn't here.
Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about it. So now I got 4 sponsors. I got Maria Escobar, she sells Avon and she works at the casino too. She's the one that talks at the casino when somebody wins. I got Dominic Garcia from Needle Masters. He does tattoos. Then I got my cousin and his partner. They got Off the Chain Bullies. They sell pit bulls. And then Low Life Clothing, man. And what's crazy is like I haven't really sat down with them yet, all of them. I did Low Life Clothing because he's like somebody that when I first started the podcast, I had him on, and now he has like a store and he's doing all this. But I want to eventually get like all my sponsors together and like maybe meet at a restaurant and like have like a little video. So when my podcast starts, we're all like doing like a little sit down or something, like a little commercial for my podcast.
Yeah, that'd be dope. But the thing is, them people, they're gonna bring viewers with them, and you can inspire other people. Not just the people you have on, but you yourself can inspire other people because they're gonna bring people with them. It don't matter.
Yeah, every sponsor brings people, and every single person I have on, every time I have someone on, I get more followers. So,
exactly, that's a great thing. I mean, it's a great thing you got going here because you got dudes doing local rappers, but you're doing everybody. Everybody's getting an opportunity to share their story and share their thoughts and dreams and stuff like that, and it's just amazing.
And then your podcast got good ass views. It did. Sometimes I only get like 20 views, but when yours had like 280 views, like a whole bunch of people seen in the city, and it had a bunch of comments, and like your family and stuff. So I like that. Yeah. I like to. Because I want people to know about the podcast. I love doing this. I can get, even if nobody watches, I get something out of it. But damn, I want people to watch. I want people to know that I'm doing something positive because of the immigration thing too.
Yeah,
because
you're telling me that.
My immigration thing, right? So I got that whole immigration thing that I want people to know that Yogi is not just trying to, I want people to be on my team because if anything ever happens to me on immigration, within my immigration and all that, I want people to back me up and be like, hey, Yogi's doing something positive for Toledo. And it's not that I'm doing it just because of that. I'm actually doing it because I want to be a positive person. I want to change my mindset, but I also want Toledo to have my back.
But you've been through it though. It's not a fake persona you're putting on.
Yeah.
You've been through this. You've been to prison. The immigration system. It sucks. But you've been through it. You've lived this life.
Yeah.
So I mean, if anything, people got to understand that you're doing this after you've been through all this mess and been through all this adversity as a human being.
Yeah, I know. I've lived everything I say. I've lived. I don't say things just to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I sold drugs, I sold this, I did all that. I was hooked on, I did all that. I did all of that. I never lie about anything. So everything that I've ever said on my podcast, it's all true story. There's way more though.
Yeah.
I just haven't had the balls to say it all.
That's what I'm saying. And like, you know, today on the podcast, this is the first time I've opened up about my injury and how it's affected my mental health. And, you know, because it really did throw me into a depression for a little bit, you know, because I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first time I've ever really opened up about it to anybody. I've never really told anybody, you know, barely anybody knows why I actually play football, because I dealt with all that passing and all that grief as such a young kid. You lose all them people, my grandma, my aunt, my grandpa, all before the age of 9. And I got to go about my life with this? How was I supposed to deal with this? Like, you know, it's just hard.
Yeah, and then that's why I feel like this is a comfortable place for people to come, sit down with me. I feel like I can give people the opportunity to actually express themselves, because I am the guy that opens up and I tell you about my prison stories. I tell you about my immigration, and it gives you that open door to say, damn, if Yogi's opening up to me, like maybe I can open up to him. We're here by ourselves. We don't have.
It's like the camera's not even here.
Yeah, a lot of people, I'll say, do you want to say something to the camera? They're like, oh shit, I forgot. We're recording, you know?
That's what I'm saying though, because like we're relating off each other. Like you telling me what's going on in your life, and I'm relating back to you what's going on in my life, because we both been through it. I mean, you're a lot older than me.
Absolutely.
You know, granted, but I'm 17 and I done been through it like a 40-year-old has. But I try to stay positive. You know, I always try to look at, you know, everything in a positive way. Like, okay, everything's gonna have a positive outcome. There's something positive about the situation I can make it. Because I mean, in my mind, everything happens for a reason. But like, you know, I don't want to question why. I never sat there and asked God, like, why did you do this to me? Why me? Like, I've asked myself that question, like, why me? Why did this happen to me? But I've never sat there and questioned God, because He has a plan for everybody in this world.
Yes, sir.
Don't matter. Even the people who, you know, don't believe Him, that's all right. We're not going to force religion on nobody. But He's always there, open arms. It don't matter.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you remind me of me, man. Me and you grew up in the same neighborhood, around the same types of things, and we got to get out, man. We got to get out. We got to show people there's a way out of that. Not everyone gets out that neighborhood.
No.
Not everyone gets out that neighborhood. There's people that have been there forever. We got to show them.
Right into it. Fall right into it. It's so easy too. It's so easy to fall into the ghetto and, you know, selling drugs and stuff. It's so easy. But are you gonna be a part of that statistic, or are you gonna go do your own thing and be your new statistic? Yeah, that's what I want to be my own person. I want to do something for my family. You know, I want to make a positive impact on my last name. You know, I want to change the stigma, because I'm not gonna lie, my last name, you know, most of my family that's still alive, you know, they're felons, you know, they're criminals, but I want to change that. I want to change that stigma on my last name. I want to bring greatness to it. Yeah. I want my kids to be proud to be called a Goetz. You know what I mean?
And you are, bro. Damn. You are, bro. You are. I think you are, bro, because like just you saying that makes so, that's like you're manifesting the fucking future, bro. You're manifesting the future. You create who you want to be. By you putting that out there, that's just like a prayer. You pray it. I said one day I was gonna have a podcast. I said one day that I used to have that room, and one day it was locked, and I came here and I did the podcast with Coach Al Thompson right here before I ever had this. And I looked at this, and me and Al did it, and we're like, what the hell? We just did a podcast right here. We pulled these chairs. We had nothing here. Just put my phone there. I manifested my life. You can manifest your life. You can create the person you want to be. And by you saying that, that's like you living your dreams, but they're just not here yet. They're 4 or 5 years away. You know what I'm saying? But like when I got out of jail, I said, I'm going to start a business. I'm going to create something. And I was driven to do it by me saying that shit out loud. That's why I want to give you guys the opportunity to speak your shit.
If I had to be completely honest, the thing that drives me the most is, I mean, I hate to say it, but the thing that drives me the most is death. I mean, like, I done lost almost everybody, you know? I mean, even after I lost them 3 close people, I kept losing and losing and losing. And it never stopped. And it hasn't stopped recently. It's still been going on. I'm losing everybody I love. Yeah. So I'm trying to make the most while I'm here, and do what I got to do, because that's my drive. That's my drive. That's why I continue to play football. I lift weights. I go to school
and you work.
And I work, and man, nobody gonna be around forever. You know what I mean? And it sucks that's the reality of things. But
do you feel like there's a lot on your chest, a lot on your back?
Yeah, for sure. Cause I'm about to be 18. I'm not about to be a kid forever. So I gotta, like I said, I gotta make the most while I'm here. I'm trying my best to make my family proud, stuff like make the people around me proud, make my community proud. That's all I want to do.
I think you are though. You're making all of us proud, especially people right there from the east side, people that watch you from Navarre Code, from the Bears, and Navarre Codes to like Way High School. Like, you're making all of us proud, man. We every single person that I know that knows you, they're all so proud of you, man. Uncle Mike, cause your Uncle Miguel is best friends with Mike, right? My brother-in-law, Mike Garner.
Yeah.
They're so proud of you. Like, they always talk about you, and even just the younger kids, they're looking up to you. They're watching you. They know that you're a good football player.
That just means a lot, because to me, it's bigger than football. I don't want to just be known for football. I want to make an impact. Like I said, I go out there whenever I can, play with the little kids, because I was that little kid at one point. My little brother, him and all his little buddies, they talk about me going to college, stuff like that, and that's a big thing. When even my uncle was playing high school football, I looked up to him, like, oh my God, I want to be him. And now I'm taking the next step, and I'm going to play college football. It's different.
That's dope, man.
Because it's just an opportunity that's been in the back of my head for my whole life. This is all I ever wanted. And to think the first 2 years of football, I didn't want to play. I got forced to play. And I didn't like it because I didn't like getting hit. I didn't like hitting. But now I'm just like, oh man, I love this. This is all I want to do.
That's where you get all your frustrations of everything out.
I play football happy, sad, angry, it don't matter.
That's when you got hurt, it was so devastating.
That's probably,
because of that,
This point is probably the hardest I've ever had in my whole life. Recovery's been good, but mental wise, it's been horrible. I'm fighting a battle every day just to keep going, because it's hard to keep going, with an injury, because you can't do basic tasks. I can't train. I still can't train for college football. I'm gonna have to wear a big ass knee brace, and it sucks, but I'm willing to do what it takes if it means I can keep going.
Yeah, and plus, if not us, who else is gonna do it? If I don't step up and be a leader, if you don't step up and be the leader, who are we gonna wait for? Why? What are we gonna wait for somebody to teach us to be the leader? No, we have to just step up and be the leader that we want, that we see, we see a great leader, and maybe we see a bunch of great leaders, right? And we get a little part from him, a little part from him, and we try to become a great leader for somebody.
The one thing I've been trying to stop doing is okay, I'll do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Why wait on a tomorrow? Like I was saying earlier, today could be your last day on this earth. You could die tonight. You could not wake up.
Yeah.
God chose you. God let you wake up today. Because he didn't have to. God let you wake up today. So why not wait? Why not make today the fullest you can make it? Why not live it to the fullest?
Yeah.
Live life with no regrets.
Yes,
Live life with no regrets. Don't, man. You know what? You like that girl? Go ask her out. You think that's gonna make you happy? You want to buy that? Go buy it.
Yeah.
Stop living with regrets, man.
Absolutely.
Just take initiative.
You want to start a podcast? Start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
Yeah.
Man.
Get your phone out right now. That's my phone on a tripod. Get your phone out, put it on a tripod, and start your dream.
Start talking. Just start talking. Whatever comes to mind. Sit down with your little brother or something. Just start talking.
Yeah. Because that's it. That's what really God says, or Jesus or whatever. Take the step and I'll help you with the next one. Take that first step and I'll help you with the third one. Take that third one, I'll help you with the fourth one. That's what they want.
God's always with you. It
Absolutely.
don't matter what situation you're in, God's always with you.
Always there. He's right there helping us. And then if there's something happened, we got hurt, there's a lesson that we needed to learn for the future. somehow, some way. That's what we need to make sure that we know, that everything is a life lesson. It's not a setback.
It's adversity. You got, if you want to be great in life, you have to face adversity. And it don't matter what it is. It could be sports, it can be work. You can get fired from your job. Hey, but that's an opening to go get a better one.
Absolutely.
Adversity is everything. You have to fight through it. You have to have that grit. You know, you have to have that motivation, that initiative to just go and get it.
Yeah.
Stop waiting around. Dreams ain't gonna come chase you.
Yeah.
Go get it.
And what do you think about, like, when something bad happens to you, like, about dwelling on that? Like, what do you think about that?
You know, I do dwell. I'm not gonna lie. We're human. We're gonna dwell.
Of course.
You know, I get sad all the time, but I'm not gonna sit there and be sad and let it ruin my whole day. Okay, I'll be sad for an hour or two. I'm good.
Okay.
You can't sit in your bed and grieve all day. You know, because at the end of the day, you lose somebody. Are they gonna want you to grieve over it?
No, not forever.
Not forever.
Maybe just
make
one
them
day.
Proud. Go make them proud. That person in heaven's looking down on you, so proud. That's what keeps me going. They're so proud.
Yes, sir. They're so proud of you because they're seeing a true leader getting formed. And there's more to you, bro. There's so much to you because, like, your work ethic, the way you are, the way you present yourself. You're 17 years old. Not too many 17 years old can even sit down and have a great conversation with me. A lot of them will be like looking on the ground. They couldn't keep up. Like, I still struggle with all this, but I'm 44 years old and I've been through a lot, like you said, or like I've said, I've been through a lot. But for you to be 17, have great communication skills, already be a great leader at your high school, which you're gonna be one soon in your college. When do you go to start college? And when tell me about that?
I'll be leaving in August. You know, I move in and stuff, you know, and off-season workouts.
You're gonna get like a little apartment there? And all that?
I'll be in a dorm. I'll share a dorm with somebody for the freshman year.
Okay.
And the sophomore year, I can end up getting my own apartment on campus.
Okay.
But I'm really looking forward to it because it's like, it's a taste of adult life.
Okay.
You're gonna have to do it on your own. Nobody's gonna go wash your laundry. Nobody's gonna do any of that.
No.
You gotta go do it on your own. And I think that's the biggest thing. Is like, you have to learn to do stuff on your own. But it's better because you don't have to jump right into it. You can get some assistance. Yeah. Just, you know, it's a taste of adult life.
Yeah. That's and you need that. You need that for growth. You need that. So, like, before I went to prison, I used to tell my mom, I don't care. She used to become an American citizen. Mom, I don't care. And then I got in trouble. I went to jail. I'm like, damn, I should have fucking cared. Yeah. I sat there and I was thinking the whole time, 3.5 years, damn, I should have been more prepared. Damn, but I was thinking, when I get out of here, nothing like this is ever gonna happen to me because I'm gonna create a more prepared man.
Exactly. You know, that's what strives me. Like, I want to be a put together man. You know, I want to get all my stakes out while I'm young. You know, I do like to party sometimes, like I said, but it's stupid because at the end of the day, you just hurt yourself. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's not a problem to go have fun. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like, just you got to reflect on the choices you make. Absolutely. You know, drinking alcohol at a young age, it's not smart. It's not smart. Again, smoking the weed, cigarettes, you know, the vapes, whatever. You know, it's not smart because you're just hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. Yeah. Little by little, all that stuff just manipulates you. You're stuck into like a rabbit hole, giving money to a company, and those companies, they do like tests on those things and they make them stronger so we can get more addicted. It's all like a game. It's so easy to become addicted, especially at a young age, because like, you know, with the vapes, you know, my friends do it, you know, I'm gonna do it too. Yeah. No, bro, you want to be something in life, why follow the crowd? You gotta be a leader. Yeah. You gotta stop living for everybody else. At the end of the day, it's your life. Who's gonna be there after high school? You might have couple close friends. Nobody in that high school is gonna even hit you up after you graduate. They don't care about you. Yeah, you gotta be yourself. Like you said, at the end of the day, we are gonna all become men. We gotta have our families. Eventually we're gonna have, you know, wives, this, that, kids. We have to be ourselves. We're not gonna be able to come back to the hood and hang out with our friends and all that. Maybe here and there, like you go and hang out with somebody, but eventually, especially if you want to be a prepared man, if you want to be a real leader, you're gonna eventually get you're gonna go to college and all that, but eventually
be a husband and have a family. You're not gonna be time to be playing all these little games and getting drunk and all that shit. That shit is good till you're like 20 something.
You want to be the man that your wife can go brag about. You want to be the husband that your wife can go brag about. You want to be the dad that your kids can go brag about, that you taught them all this and that they got the greatest dad ever. That's what you want to be.
Yeah.
And it's difficult getting to that point.
Of course.
But as long as you give 110% with whatever you're doing, no matter what situation you're in, you could be homeless, but are you going 110%? Are you trying to find a job? Are you trying to make any type of money, any type of way? People got fired from their job. You can go do something. You can go back to like when you're 12. You can just go start cutting grass. You can go door to door. Don't matter.
Yeah.
You got to have a hustler's mentality.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the biggest thing. Like, that's why I think it's good working at a young age. I tell my brother, I said, you go cut grass. You can go cut grass.
Yeah.
You make money off of that.
Yeah.
$20 a yard.
And isn't that like in your family too?
Yeah.
Like your family was like good. Like
my grandpa and my uncle, they owned their own company, and they went,
they was doing
down
it
there
big for a minute.
Yeah. They did it. My grandpa had all the tools, man.
Yeah. They did it for a minute, but shit didn't last. But whatever,
it happens though.
But anybody can start that all over. You know what I'm saying? Anybody.
It's not hard. You just gotta have the drive to do it.
The drive to do it, and they did have that.
Yeah.
They fucking had it for years and years and years and years. But something happened, and I don't know because I've never sat down and talked to them.
Right.
But they had it, bro. They had trucks. They had the things.
Yes.
All the freaking.
My grandpa used to go snow plowing.
Everything,
all that.
bro.
Like, it didn't matter.
When I was a kid, bro, they had everything over there.
Yeah.
You know that. You seen it when you was growing up.
Man, that's how I feel, man. My grandpa is one of my biggest idols. Like, even as a kid, he's sitting in the garage, drinking his Bud Light, got his car running, Mexican music playing.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't forget things like that because he's still the same now. Come over, he don't drink no more, but he chill and have a pop, get the Mexican music going. My grandpa's the one who got me into lifting weights. My grandpa's 70 something years old, and my man still lifts weights. He's still going hard.
Okay.
So I think he got me into all the lifting weights, and I appreciate my grandpa.
And the hard work too.
The hard work.
Because I think that runs in your family, bro. They worked hard. Maybe you know what I mean. Some shit's for nothing lasts forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they worked hard. They had a lot of yards. They had a lot of business at one point.
Like my grandma, she still works.
Does she?
Yeah, she's supposed to be retired already. She gets a check. Like, she's supposed to be retired already, but nah, she's still working, man.
Yeah, she still do side stuff. Okay, yeah.
No, like she works at a factory
Oh,
still.
yeah,
like
for real?
she's a hard-working lady.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I come from a line of hard-working people, but I also come from a line of people that's made a lot of bad choices in their life.
Yeah.
And I do want to build off that, and I kind of want to, take the good and just replace the bad. I want to get all the bad out of there. But that's unrealistic. Bad's always got to come with good.
Absolutely.
So, I just make the most out of it.
Yeah, but take all that hard work, take all that good stuff, and then like you said, take the good out of it, and then just don't ever do anything the bad. You know what I mean? Because you're young. I've already been through the bad and all that stuff. I learned bumping my head, going to prison, doing all that. But you can learn by me. You can learn by seeing my mistakes and say, "Whoa, damn, Yogi, damn, he lost, damn, he did that." Because that's why I want to speak as much as I can, because we all learn from every situation, and you never have to go to jail. You never have to go to jail to become a man. Some people think like that, but you never have to. You just have to get a good routine, go to college, you know what I mean? Eventually study. What are you going to study? Do you know? I'm
going to go study physical therapy. Like I wasn't really into it until I got into physical therapy, and I've had to go through the process. And I'm like, man, I would love to just help people become normal again, and they be able to function again. Because shout out to my physical therapist, Bridget and Thomas, they're the best people ever. Like they pushed me really hard, but they got me back to where I am. Without them, I'd still be in crutches in my big old brace. Like,
wow. So that's another thing. Maybe the lesson was like for you to have to find your thing too that you're gonna study. maybe, you know, who knows? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
God always has a plan.
Has a plan, dude.
That's why I never question him about anything.
Nothing.
Because he knows what you need to experience, and he knows what you need to learn from it. And he has the next plan for you.
Isn't that crazy? So I was telling you, I remember earlier I was like, your lessons probably so you can help people in the future if they're ever going through that injury.
And now
that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So God is working in mysterious ways, bro.
God works.
Like he's always doing something.
Sure.
So you got injured, but you still had 5 games of all your tape. So, and then he's
got an opportunity.
Yeah, because you really didn't know what you wanted to study in college, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I was undecided, and I was like, oh, do I want to go do the graphic design or business or, just stuff like that. Criminal justice. That's what my mom studied.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know, but now I found it, and I'm like set. This is what I want to do. I want to help people.
Yeah.
Because then people help me.
Hell yeah.
So now I want to be in the opposite role now. And I want to be helping.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's good. I'm really proud of you. That's dope. That's how you do it, because then you're gonna be able to work with athletes when they get hurt too,
exactly.
and all that kind of stuff. Have you ever heard of Tim Grover?
No, I have not.
All right, Tim Grover was he was Michael Jordan's trainer, Dwayne Wade's trainer, and Kobe Bryant's trainer. And guess what? He was a basketball player, and he didn't make it to the NBA. But he was like, I want to study. Since I can't make it to the NBA, I want to study how to train players, and I want to train NBA players, the best of the best. He sent eventually, when he became the trainer, he sent an application. He was from Chicago, to all the Chicago Bulls players to see if any of them would hire him to be. But he didn't send it to Michael Jordan, because he said, Michael Jordan is the best. He's not going to hire me. So he sent it to all the other teammates. Michael Jordan's the only one that reached out to him. And Michael Jordan said that he wants to train with him, and he wants to say, what can you teach me to become better? Michael Jordan was the only one that called him to teach him how to become better. And then he became such a good trainer that he ended up working with Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. And he said they all have this thing called, it's called where they're never happy where they're at. They just want to strive to become better. Even if an 82-point game that Kobe had, he still was like, man, I could have probably got 85.
Yeah, I mean,
never happy.
I feel like that's always the goal, but some people are never satisfied, and I understand that. I get where it's coming from, but you have to be happy with yourself and what you accomplished, because Kobe scored them 81 points. He started at 0.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People, they set unrealistic goals. I'm not gonna lie, they set unrealistic goals, and they're like, oh, I'm still so far away, but they never look how far they came. Mm-hmm. Say you're almost there. You got 2 more years of college left. You're like, I'm done with school. I want to quit. I've been doing this since I was freaking 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. But then look back. You've been doing this since you're 5 or 6. Look how far you come. You're about to be done. So just try to finish it. You have to take into account what you've accomplished as a person. Yeah,
it's hard though. It's hard sometimes, because even me, I've already accomplished a lot, and a lot of people say, man, congratulations on the cleaning business, the podcast and stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm still not happy. I'm still on more, because I feel like I haven't got nowhere. I still feel like I have not got nowhere, because I still want my nice house. I still want my nice car. I live in a condo, and I got my work car, but I don't have the nice car on the side. I don't have the motorcycle or the boat. Things that I think that because I see what accomplished people that I think, because I clean doctors' houses, and I clean lawyers' houses and stuff. And I see the mansion with the Beamer and the bow, so I feel like, not that I need that to feel accomplished, because I think when I get that, I'm still gonna want more. But there's a drive in me that keeps me wanting more, and I think that's what keeps me hungry, just to never feel complacent. And I don't want to stay in the same place ever.
No, yeah, I get that. And, sometimes I feel the same way, but I feel like I'm stuck sometimes. Man, what do I got to do? But whenever I'm stuck, it's more or less I don't want to change. I got a routine, but I don't want to change it. I don't want to add something new.
Yeah.
But You know, in the summertime, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. We're going on runs. Like, you gotta change. You have to take initiative. You gotta be strong. You gotta have the motivation.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna give it to you. Nobody's gonna come and hand it to you.
Nobody.
No. Nobody's gonna come hand you money. You gotta go get it.
Yeah. Do you believe? Okay, there's another guy named Patrick Bet David, right? He has a podcast too, and he just wrote a book about creating like almost like creating like a healthy enemy. You know how not like now where you're gonna do something bad to that person, but you know how on the other team you're the linebacker. You're like, I'm about to that running back. He ain't getting no yards today. So creating like healthy enemies, like even though you're not gonna do nothing, but like oh, I want to be better than, okay, my podcast, I'll say, okay, there's another podcast, man, I want to get better numbers than him. Not that I have nothing against that podcast, but just like a healthy, like just to have like a competition.
I get that.
Do you believe that or not?
I live for competition. Yeah. I love competition. Like, bring it on. Like,
yeah.
You know, freshman year at Wait, you know, there were senior linebackers. It wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Let's go. I'm going to be the same way in college. You know, them guys, they got their respect. That's cool. Y'all been there for some years. I'm here now.
Yeah.
So we're going to go at it. You know, prove that I'm the one and that I can do exactly what you can and I can do it better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like a healthy, like when you're not going to do nothing to that guy, but he's like, it's me against you, baby, type shit. You know what I mean?
Sure. And I know the you know, level's going to go up in college and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, because they said, I saw something. They said, you want to get faster? Run with people that's 10 times faster than you. Because you going to want to catch up so bad. Yeah. You're going to do whatever it takes to catch up to the people. Yeah. And that's what I want.
That's what you want.
You know, I want to go. I want to be the one in the back of the race. So I can go get them and be like, what's up? I'm here.
What's up? Yeah. You have a favorite NFL team?
I'm a Raiders fan.
Oh, Raiders fan. That's dope.
Like, I think my biggest motivation is like, man, Ray Lewis, man. Yeah. I look up to Ray Lewis, man. I really look up to him.
That dude's
he went to go get it. Like,
yeah.
You know, he didn't have nothing.
I'm a Steelers fan, so Ray Lewis, man, boy, he used to smoke the Steelers all the time. Yeah. Yeah, that's great, man. Ray Lewis is a good linebacker. What other linebackers you look up to?
I like Junior Seau, Devin Singletary. I like the classics. Like, new linebackers are cool, but I like the mean ones. You know, I just go out, hit somebody, you know. Yeah. Not really worried about the media. No, I just go hit somebody just about action. That's what I like.
How about like when I know here you talk to me and stuff. How about when you're gonna go into interviews and stuff? Are you gonna be like more like Marshawn Lynch, where you don't, or are you gonna open up and talk to people?
I mean, it just depends on, like, you know, what the question is. Yeah. Because like, I don't think I'll open up too much about my personal life to like just on regular interviews. But like, you ask me something about the game, I'll open up. But, you know, I don't think I'd really open up about my personal life ever unless we're having a conversation one-on-one. I'm not really too worried about the camera, but like just one-on-one, I'm looking in your eyes, you're looking in mine, and we're just talking. Yeah,
and we have like a personal bond already.
Exactly.
Like, because first time I ever met you was at the other podcast. Yeah. But then like I really realized like, holy shit, look who is, like I know who this is.
Like it's deeper than just you know, the podcast. But I feel like with regular interviews, it's just like I'm never gonna see that reporter again. Yeah. So
because you're gonna get those tough questions like after a loss, they're gonna be like, you know what I mean, like I don't know, like how do you feel after that devastating loss or something? Yeah, like, and then you gotta, you know, some people will be like, just like, you know, shut up, and they don't. Like Marshawn Lynch was like one of the guys that didn't really talk.
Which I'm going to a team that had a losing record last year. Like I'm pretty sure they were 4-6, but I think me personally, I can help make that change. I can help turn that around. Dang. I can help turn it, and that's what I want to be a part of. I don't want to go to no super team. Yeah. No, I want to go make a change. I want to be a part of that rebuild. You know, I want to go and be like, I help do this. I help do this.
Yeah, that's dope. So who are you guys gonna play? Is there like others? What do you know like the conference or something?
It's MAA. Yeah.
MAA.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the oldest conference in the country, actually, like out of all levels, D1, D2, D3. It's the oldest conference, you know, in the country. So we playing teams like Trine, Hope, and some other teams I don't really recall off the top of my head.
Know more. Yeah, but okay, so but they're not like your team's not one of the best out of that whole group, huh?
Not yet.
Not yet. But you trying to make that change.
Trying to turn that around, and I'm going to. You know, I'm gonna bring that drive. You know, I'll bring that intensity that I brought to weight.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, I like being intense. You know, I get mad. I play with passion, and that's what I'm bringing. I'm bringing my passion. You know, I get mad. Man.
After you got hurt at weight, did you guys have like a worse year? Like, or did you guys step up? Did anybody step up in your position?
Well, which one?
Because you had so many positions.
Yeah.
Well, what was your main? Wasn't your main linebacker, right? Or
I usually like out of my all 3 years, but now I switched to D tackle for 2 games.
Oh yeah, D tackle.
Well, no, I played linebacker 2 games, D tackle for 2 games, so it was like kind of split. You know, but we ended up winning one more game after I got injured. We won one when I was playing, so we ended up going 2-8.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, you know, I try to hype up the team, text them, let's go, let's get it. And you know, I was in bed. I couldn't go to the sidelines and scream like I usually would. But like before I had surgery, when I had my brace on, we played start. We was hanging with them. We barely lost. And I'm cheering, I'm yelling, and man, I'm going crazy. But like, I got that passion, whether I'm on the sideline or I'm not. You know, because that's what being the leader is. Because I was the team captain. Yeah. Like my senior year, I was the team captain. You know, everything ran through me. And for that all just, you know, change like that, I get injured. That intensity ain't going away. I'm gonna come snatch you up. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? Get it together. I know you can play better than that.
Well, wasn't there a game that you guys were down like by a bunch of points? And
that was the Rogers game. Yeah,
you guys. It was like set. What was
22 points.
22 to zip.
Yeah. Not 22 to zip. It was we were down.
You guys were down 22.
Yeah, we came back. That was one of the better games I had actually. Yeah. But we came back. It was great offensive and defensive play. I think our defense really did it for us. Yeah. Offense definitely sealed the game. My teammate Tico Rogers had a game-winning touchdown. Which, DeAndre Hood threw him that, but defense held it down the second half.
Yeah, 100%. That was like, it was all over social media because it was like first half or something, that first half, and then all of a sudden you guys came back and beat them.
No, yeah, we definitely stepped up because man, that locker room conversation was like, man.
What was said in there?
It was like, man, what are y'all doing? Like, I mean, some words I can't say on here, but like, then it's like, what are you doing? Like, this ain't us. These guys ain't good. Yeah. And they was right. They weren't. Yeah. You see what happened.
You guys have a tough little schedule though at weight, huh?
We do, man. Yeah, man, I tell you, we play some top teams. Like we went play Port Clinton. They came to us. They beat us. Beat us bad. Yeah. Southview beat us. Who we played week 3? Trying to think. Who did we play week 3? Clyde beat us. Week 4 we played Rogers. We beat them. Mm-hmm. And then
week 5 you got hurt.
Scott, and yeah, that's the game I tore my ACL. I had like 3 tackles already. I was kind of sick. I'm like, dang, bro.
You still, even on them losses, you were still getting major tackles.
Bro. The week 3 when we played Clyde, they put me at running back, and I was starting. I'm like, man, why are you giving me the ball on 1st and 10? Like, I'm not really going nowhere. I ain't got breakaway speed now. I'm just strong. But no, it was definitely an experience senior year.
Yeah. Did you get touchdown?
I had 1 touchdown.
Yeah, 1 touchdown
against Rogers.
Your senior year?
Yeah, my senior year.
Okay.
But I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, that's great. Your senior year had a mixture of all kinds of different things.
Man,
you lost. You had a great win. You got injured. Man. And you still made it to the dance, your senior dance or whatever? Or no?
Senior homecoming. I sat there, but I went. Yeah. But I'm going crazy for prom this year. I have to. Yeah. I'm dancing all the songs. I can't. It's the last dance I got.
This is it?
This is it, yeah.
So you're in school right now?
Yes.
But this is your last year, and then you're gonna
semester. Yeah, but I'll be in college.
Okay. So how you doing? Your grades, everything good?
Yeah.
Good.
More out a lot, but you know, I'm trying to get back.
Yeah, because you're a senior, so it's probably like.
It's like, man, I don't want to go. Like, you know, I'm about to be done. Like, I'm not trying to go, but you just gotta step it up. It's almost over.
Yeah, it's almost over, and then not only that, you got to think about your future, man.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, if you don't get together in high school, college, be like, no, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
All right, Drew. Thank you so much. Did you want to bring up anything else?
No, that was great. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, I had a great conversation. I appreciate you so much, man.
Appreciate you for having me on. 100%, yeah.
Absolutely. And then thank you guys so much for watching Big Yogi'Z Garage. Make sure you like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. Push the subscribe button and check him out. He's what I can't even say that name though.
University of Olivet.
make sure he's going to be playing for the University of Olivet next year, right?
Next year, yep.
Next season. So make sure you guys check him out. He's going to probably put all the stuff on his social media and stuff. What's the social media? Do you have like a place where people?
Drew Goetz Jr. Just my Facebook, Drew Goetz Jr.
Okay, yeah.
Simple as that.
Do you have an Instagram or anything like that?
I do. It's Drew Goetz Jr.
Drew Goetz, okay.
Yeah.
So that's
Drew
good.
Goetz Jr., yep.
That's good because that's your name. That's your football name. So you
My
are.
brand.
Yep, that's your brand, and then we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds great.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Let's fucking go.